Thank you for listening to the Real Estate Voice podcast. I'm Vernon R.E. Jones, managing broker, owner of Jones Homes, and for over 30 years we have serviced the 7-county Denver metro area, along with other areas that are outside of that area, believe it or not. Wanted to talk to you about all I'm hearing about the market, rising rates, things of that nature. And we're going to focus on Denver County today. Denver County, and these are our most recent statistics from the Colorado Association of Realtors, sold listings are down 32.2% year over year, and this is for August. The median sales price is up 4.6% year over year from August 2021 to August 2022. Average sales price is up 3.5% year over year, August 2021 to August 2022. And we're so used over the last several years seeing double-digit increases year over year, 10, 15, 20% even. Percent of list price received. Last year, people were getting 102.4% of what the houses were listed for. Now, 99.1% of what houses are listed for August of 2022. A retreat of minus 3.2%. Days on market until sale. Last year it was 11 days. Now it's 18 days. An increase of 63.6% year over year. And I tell this to people all the time. In a normalized market, usually homes stay on the market 60 days to 90 days, in that range. But that's also based on us having a reasonable amount of inventory. Inventory of homes for sale is up 20% for Denver County. 695 in 2021, 830 August of 2022. Month supply of inventory, which is always interesting to me. Last year we had 0.9 months supply of inventory. In other words, not even a month of supply. This year we have basically a month and a half worth of inventory. That number's up 55.6% year over year. So there's more listings on the market. Home prices are not rising as quickly. And you're going to find a retreat on the buyer pool as, again, the Federal Reserve Board raised rates, and those short-term rates will trickle down to long-term mortgage rates as well. To what that rate will be, we'll see. 6.5% probably looking at. We'll see how that goes. I just tell people all the time, when I first started in this business over 30 years ago, 20, 25, 30,000 homes on the market, and interest rates were at 15, 16, 17% in some cases. And those were people with good credit. So when I look at this now, I look at it in a more historic perspective, that it's not a death knell for housing. It's a slowdown. It's a retreat. But we have been behind for so many years in the amount of inventory available that a normal state would be that we'd have 3 to 4 months worth of inventory. And we still only have less than half of that, even though these numbers are rising. Do I expect them to rise higher as far as inventory? Well, we're coming into a slowdown season. Houses usually are not put on the market because most families do not like to move during the school period. So that buyer pool shrinks it. The interest rates going up, that shrinks the buyer pool. But also more inventory will not be coming on the market as it appeared to be in the July, August, some sellers tried to reach out and get that last moment of where it was multiple offers and things of that nature. But the market is becoming normalized. How interest rates affect the buyer pool, it will shrink it. It will shrink it, but we have inventory that is incredibly shrunk. So I personally do not see a death knell coming to housing. We've had some underbuilding happening for many, many years. Ever since the 2008-2009 struggles, builders have been building at a slower pace. Over the course of the last 9 months, builders have tried to pick up their pace, but have not done so that successfully. A lot of people who were considering putting their home on the market have retreated from doing that particular instance, doing that particular task. Let's get real, inflationary pressures do have a cause for concern, and a lot of those sellers were concerned that they couldn't find something to replace what they were selling, so they're staying put. Those numbers I went over with you were for single family. Let's move over to Denver County Townhouse Condo metrics. Sold listings are down in the townhouse condo sector 27.2% year over year. Again, these are August of last year to August of this year. Median sales price almost flatlined. Basically from 417,250 to 425,000, that's an increase of 1.9% year over year. Average sale price is actually down. The median is different than the average. We're probably talking about an average sale price of 527 last year, 527,000. August of 2022, 520,000, down 1.5%. Percent of list price received last year in the townhouse condo sector, people were getting 101.1% of what houses were listed for. This year, 99.8% of what they're listed for. Again, single family was 99.1, condos, townhomes are 99.8. That's a decrease of 1.3%. Days on the market until sale. Interesting here. Last year it was 21 days on the market for townhouse condo sales in the Denver County area. This year, days on the market is 18. That's down 14.3%. What that's telling me is the townhouse condo sector is more priced in an area where you can get first-time home buyers and people of that nature jumping into the market, and they were more affordable than a single-family home. How long that will last, we'll see. Because I'll tell you this, the inventory of homes for sale for townhouse condos is down 22% from August of last year, whereas homes have increased almost 20% this time last year. Again, a reality that townhouse condos were priced more in line with what the buyer pool could afford at that time. And now, actually, month supply of inventory for condos last year, 1.3%. Month supply of inventory this year, 1.2%. That's down 7.7%. Again, very interesting how the townhouse condo, because it's priced lower, it's keeping buyers actively in that market. Let's just do a year-to-date number in the single-family market. Days on the market until sale last year in the single-family was 12 days. 11, 12 days. This year, it's 11 days. And this is year-to-date from January to now, not from August to August. That's down 8.3%. But of course, year over year, the days on market is up 63.6%. I tell people inventory is out here, more inventory is out here. Interest rates, yes, they've gone up. There's multiple programs out there, such as a 2-1 buy down, where you can buy down the interest rate for a couple of years. Let's say it starts off at 4.5. Next year goes to 5.5. The third year goes to 6.5, and it remains there for the remainder of the loan. And that doesn't stop you from refinancing that mortgage at any time, as long as you get a mortgage that you can refinance with. So you might still be able to start off with a 4.5 interest rate, depending on what rates are. I'm kind of speculating on what rates are, because I know what the Federal Reserve Board yesterday did and how it might affect long-term rates. But again, 2-1 buy down, very, very good tool to jump into the market at the lower rate. Do not think just the fixed rate of whatever it's going to be once the market gets settled, 6.5, 6.75, that you can't have options to what you can buy based on the interest rate structures that are happening now. Any questions about the information I'm sharing with you, feel free to give me a call at 303-359-8218. This is Vernon Jones with the Real Estate Voice. As always, please be safe.